So yeah guys, my name is Kumar, you're watching me. Let's start this video without any further delay. So basically this video is going to be routine of 22nd November 2025, also particularly shooting the day of 717th days of routine video gonna be happening. So let's start. So basically today first of all I woke up, then after that I washed my mouth, then after that I've shooten previous days of routine videos, right? Then after that I've taken bath, then after that I wore clothes, then after that I shooten previous days of routine videos, right? Then after that I talked to my mother, then after that I ate food, right? Then after that I talked to my sister, also I talked to my father. Basically today I was feeling so much cold, right? So at the time of evening I ate food, then after some time later I went for this. So basically this is the thing what's actually happened in my today's routine video. I hope you have really understood this video. If you have really understood this video, then kindly please like it, because whenever you like some videos, it really motivates me and encourages me to upload more and more videos at a very continuous manner. So basically in this particular video I'm gonna start revising the basics of indirect tax, right? So let's start. So basics of indirect taxation, first of all I would like to talk about what is tax. Tax is basically the primary source of revenue for the government, right? So how basically it but via this it helps for a public welfare expenditure like healthcare, education, social security, right? Now it is compulsory contribution to government revenue, right? Everybody should have to pay the compulsory, right? And it is levied on two ways. The first is direct tax, that is income tax, wealth tax, right? Basically direct tax, it's only incurs only in income, right? But in indirect tax, that happens in goods and services tax, right? Excise duty, what, right? What, VAT, what, right? So if I talk about the difference between the direct tax and indirect tax, so basically there are direct tax incidence and impact on the same person, taxpayer. Basically indirect tax incident and impact happen to the same person. Like if I am earning 1 lakh rupees monthly, so that incidence and happen all the taxes liability I have to pay. That was my liability, right? And it's levies on income. If I talk about indirect tax, then incident on intermediary by impact on another person, right? Incident happen to intermediary, but impact will be happen to the another person, right? Divide on goods and services, taxes recovered from the intermediary taxpayer who passed such a burden to another person, thus it does not pinch the taxpayer. Okay. Now, if I talk about history of tax, basically indirect tax, that is progressive nature. That means higher the income, higher the tax. But in indirect tax, that is regressive in nature. Some same tax for everyone, irrespective of paying ability. Right. For the person who earns 500 rupees a day, and a person who earns 500 crore rupees in a day, they both of them have to pay the same tax in indirect tax. But if I talk about direct case, that is actually very actually I think vice versa. I mean, not vice versa. Basically the person who earn higher the income, he will be liable for higher the tax. The person who earns lower the income, that person is liable for the lower the tax. But there is some income boundary where if your income is below that particular margin, then you don't need to pay taxes, right? Now, history of tax. Article 265, authority of law to collect taxes. Constitutional validity. Article 246, schedule 7, union list, state list, concurrently state plus central government, right? In case of dispute, union law to prevail. If any dispute happen, then union law have to prevail, right? If I talk about union list, anti-82 gives power to central government to levy indirect tax other than on agriculture income. State list, state government, anti-46 gives power to state government to levy tax on agriculture income. In concurrent list, income of dispute, union law to prevail, marriage, divorce, education, forest, wildlife, etc. Now, if I talk about sources of income tax laws, that is, the first is Income Tax Act 1961, including amendments like what to do. Income Tax Rules 1962, what to do. Circulates and clarifications by Central Board of Direct Taxation, CBDT, right? Binding of income tax authorities only. Now, fourth is judicial precedents. Okay. So, the administrative hierarchy. of tax law is as follows: Ministry of Finance, then Department of Revenue, then it divides in two, that is first is CBDT and second is CBIC. CBDT means Central Board of Direct Tax, right? And CBIC means Central Board of Indirect Tax and Custom, right? Now, what is financial year? Basically, the financial year, accounting year, it happens only in, it is fixed from 1st April to 31st March, right? But in financial year, there is something two categories, that is first is previous year and second is assessment year. So listen, in taxation there is something different meaning. In previous year, as per the taxation, section 2, subsection 9, can be for a period of less than or equal to of 12 months in the following case: new business, new source of income. But in assessment year can be for a period of 12 months only immediately next year of previous year. Okay. Now, exceptions to the rule that the assessment year is the previous year. Cases when assessment year is equal to previous year. Section 172, non-resident shipping business. Section 175, transferring property to avoid tax. Section 174, permanently leaving India. Section 174A, bodies formed for short duration. Section 176, discontinued business. Okay. Now, what are the person will be categorized in taxation? There are such kind of 2, 4, 6, 7 person are categorized. So, as per section 2, subsection 31. So let's start. So first is individual, then HUF, firm, AOP, BOI, AGP, artificial judicial person, Indian company, and local authority. So first, let's come from very first, that is individual, which is natural person, human being, includes person of unsound mind. Includes in taxation, nobody will get relaxation. Even a person who is in unsound mind, a person who is minor, they don't get any kind of relaxation. They also need to pay taxes. They also have to pay taxes, right? So, if I talk about HUF, Hindu undivided family, includes unmarried daughters, includes wives of members. In firm, includes limited liability partnership, which is LLP, right? If I talk about AOP, BOI, right, association of person and body of individual, that is all are also included. Now, local authority includes port commission, municipal corporation, panchayat, cantonment board. AJP, artificial judicial person. It is called as artificial person also, right? Maybe I think so. It's covered in unnatural. May not be directly sued in court of law. Duties, IDAS, university, bar council. The seventh is Indian company. CBDT declaration, Companies Act 2013. The crown cannot be taxed. That's line I want to talk about it. A king who takes taxes from their people, right? But king don't pay taxes, right? The crown cannot be taxed. So union government cannot be taxed, central government, right? Now I'm gonna talk about five heads of income. From where incomes come: the first income comes from salary, the second income comes from house property, third income comes from profit and gain of business, right, or profession, the fourth income comes from capital gain, and the fifth and the last income comes from income from other sources, right? So total of all the above heads of income is equal to total gross total income, right? So sources of income come in a house property. There are so many sources of sources of income, like house property 1, house property 2, house property 3, right? So yes. Now there is some kind of rule where we call rounding of income tax, right? Income section 288A, as per section 288B, to the nearest multiple of rupees 10. If amount greater than or equal to rupees 5, rounded off to the next 10. If amount less than rupees 5, to be ignored, right? Now, assessees. What is assessee, right? As per section 2 of subsection 10. Sorry, as per section 2 of subsection 7. So from here, this topic I would like to talk to the upcoming videos. So yes guys, this is all. I think it's all happened. So I think it's all enough for you guys. So let's end the video. See you, Radhe. Bye bye.